Hi, thanks for joining us. Again, apologies in advance. Mr. Chucky has put his footprints on my page. So thanks so much for that, Chucky Bum Bum. Right, this video is going to be about 2 dates. First one being Mother's Day in the USA. 5th month, 13th day, 513, 13th of May. And it's also going to be about the day after, the 14th of May, because that's a significant date as well. Let me just show 14th of May. Okay, so that's why the day after is very significant, the May 14th date, because that's apparently when the US Embassy is going to open and be ready in Israel, Jerusalem. They're going to actually build a wall around it. Crazy. Because obviously it's going to take a few years to actually build an embassy. They've fast-tracked some wall permit. So they're going to build a temporary one with a wall around it, with an escape route apparently. So yeah, they're the 2 dates this video is all about. And I'm just going to show some very distinct number link pattern connections, whatever you want to call it, that are there for these specific 2 dates. So let me just show you. First of all, going back to the Mother's Day one, which is the Sunday the 13th of May. Okay, so 5th of the 13th, American style, 513, May 13th. First way of a calculation is 5 times 13. 65. The next way you can do it is with the 5 and the 1 and times that by the 3. 51 times 3. I've shown in a comment on previous videos how that's the 153, linking in with the Vesica Pisces again, sacred female, all the rest of that, and yeah, the 153 fishes. So 2 variations there. If we add those 2 together, just want to show you what it actually comes to. You can probably see already. 218. Again, no coincidences with numbers, there's only calculations. That's the year we're in now. And also it's of course the eclipse from last year. Let's not forget about that. Okay. So yeah, we won't forget about that. What I'm going to do is now just show how, if we reverse those, so going backwards and add them together, so I've put that there, that's going to be 56, that's going to be 351. Add those 2 together, 7407. Okay. Now, this is the really interesting bit. Lose the 0, you're left with 47 there. We all recognise that number. It's the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, 23.5 degrees each, either side of the equator. You add them together, you get 47. That's why it's the angle on a Freemason compass, because it's to do with the 47th problem of Euclid as well. Zenith pointed out last year, reversing the, if you add 47 as on a calculator style, it would look like that. You flip that upside down, you've got LH. And I've kind of done this the reverse way around, I think. But that's obviously that's your 8th letter, that's your 12th. So you get the eclipse date again with 47. 8th, 21, so backwards. It's the other way around as well. If you've got 47 upside down, 74 upside down, that way around it'll be 8 and then 12 there, yeah. So again, it's still the eclipse date backwards there. It's also Knights Templar reference, August 12th for the year 1308. August 12th, that's when their charges got increased on that year. So it's got double meanings, but it's the eclipse one I want to point out here really. So again, 47 Just want to show, adding 47 to the 218 that we'd already got, again from those two variations of doing the date. See what that comes to? It's 15, so that's 6, 265. Let me just show you why 265 is so significant. So again, we're talking about May 13th. The eclipse date, 21st of August there. See how we got that? Let me just show you the connection with the eclipse date and Mother's Day, May 13th. And there you have it. Eclipse date last year, Mother's Day, Sunday in the US. Remember the future, 265 days. 265? Hello, we just got 265. How did we get 265? 5 times 13, 51 times 3. We added those two together. We got the eclipse date. We then reversed those two numbers and added those together. We got 407. We dropped the 0 and added it to the eclipse date. We got 265. That's how many days it is from this date to that date. Remembering the future, 265. Pretty crazy stuff, eh? And even if you keep that 0, 407 plus 218, you get a variation of this date again anyway. 15, that's then 2, 6. See how that's a variation? 625, 265, 26, but 5 there. Which makes me think, is 26th of May a date we need to be looking at as well? Because that's what that date is there backwards, even when you keep the 0. That becomes then backwards May 26th, 26th of May. It's 13 days after this date. Another 13. I don't know, but 265, clear connection. Hope that kind of makes sense. So that's how many days as difference it is as well, from the 218 to 135. So that's the Mother's Day one. This one's pretty straightforward, to be fair. I'm surprised no one else has really picked up on this yet. May 14th, okay, so that's the date they're doing the embassy on the 70th anniversary of its founding. 514. 5 times 14. Hello, it's 70 years. 78 years anniversary of Israel's founding. So that's the date they've chose. Again, no coincidences in numbers. And obviously that'd be 70 any time, any year. 5 times 14, it's always 70. But it's only this year, of course, that it's 70 years anniversary. And again, going back onto that, just the Mother's Day, the day before it. Mother's Day is not on that date every year in the US. And there's not a total eclipse of the sun every year, which we know, of course, from last year. And how those two date connections from that date to 218 date is 265 days, 265 days. We got 265 by adding those variations of the date to 47, which came from the backwards version of that. So yeah, very interesting patterns. 514, 5 times the 14, 70. I just want to show another little date connection link. Remember in the future on 514. From the Revelation 12 sign last year, another not very often occurring date. So I thought I'd remember the future on that one. 239, 23rd of September to the Monday the 14th of May, 70-year anniversary of Israel, where Jerusalem's going to be the new base for the US Embassy on that date, 14th of May. 233 days. It's actually 13th Fibonacci number. Been talking about that no end. Big 13. But I never realised until doing this calculation, and I guess not many people would either, that no matter where you look at it, any time of the year, month, no matter what you're looking at, 233 days is always 33 weeks, 2 days. Just because of the way 7 into 233 is. That's incredible, isn't it? 233 days is always 33 weeks, 2 days. The backwards of it. It's the 13th Fibonacci number. It's the date difference between Revelation 12 sign and the 145. 514. 70th anniversary. Thanks so much everyone for bearing with me. Take care.